Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again from ScaleFreak.com, coming to bring you another video of an install part on the big bad Red Knight. I love this thing. This is, of course, my Axial SCX10 kit that I've labeled Red Knight because, as you noticed, it's got a bunch of Knight Customs stuff on it, and that is no exception from today. This bad boy here is the new SmittyBilt rock sliders that you can get from, again, Knight Customs. And oh my god, am I excited for these things. I've kept these on there because my sole intention the entire time was to get that cool set of rock brawlers from another company, but then I thought, oh my god, right now I can't really afford to pick those things up. And then I had a couple of chats with James Knight, and he's like, well, I might have this thing coming in the future, so I held out. And oh buddy, am I ever glad that I did, because these things look amazing. So let's get to this. So first of all, the part itself, it is coming from Shapeways, so of course it's going to come in the Shapeways bag and a Shapeways box. So this is what you're getting from the part itself. So it is a 3D printed material, and I do want to point out for all you guys who are in North America, there is a printing house here in North America, and if you're over in Europe, there is a printing house over in Europe. So it's not like you have to order it from North America and have it shipped over. They actually have the proper places over there. So this, first of all, let me tell you, this is tough as nails. Like, you can't bend this stuff. I am not at all afraid that I'm going to bounce this thing off some rocks and have any problems with it. It is a nice, strong unit, and it's set up to mount the same as your stock setup. So that's pretty badass as well. So you know that installation tools are going to be just a pair of scissors to trim these things in half, and a 1.5 mil to get the screws out of this thing. As long as I still have 1.5 mil in there, I don't remember. But the installation is going to be super, super easy. Let's get into that. So with the body off, I mean, you can see I've already got a bunch of other Knight Customs parts on here, but with the body off, I just got it set aside. You can see that this is the stock setup here, right? You've just got the 2 screws that go into there and the 2 screws that go into there. So really, that is the installation. Between a 1 to 10, where 10 is the hardest installation in the world, this is probably about a half. Maybe a 1 if you have to make any adjustments on your body posts. I'm running stealth mounts, so I will have to make a couple adjustments just from how my original setup was, but it's almost nothing at all. So I take out those 2 1.5 screws, I pull this bad boy out, get rid of it. Now, one thing I do want to note is you'll notice that these are tapered. I'll hold it like this. You can see the back end is fatter than the front end is. They're kind of both that way. So, of course, the skinnier side goes on the front. You just slam that sucker in. Now, this one here, because this could be used for multiple different things. You see you've got all those different holes. This one here are meant to use with the JK, the 4-door JK. So, of course, you have to use the correct pinholes. There's only one setting, and that's because it will match the side of the body. Because what you can see on this is that there's actually a channel here to be able to actually hold your body. So this is going to help keep the side of your body nice and rigid as well, and meet it perfect to make it look exactly how it's supposed to. Which, I don't know about you, but I love the scale look that this stuff from Knight Customs gives me, because it's, well, 1, completely badass, and number 2, that's really what this truck is meant for. It's meant for more of a scale truck. This isn't made for a mud truck. This isn't made for, going on the craziest rocks in the world. I'm using this truck as a purpose-built kind of a trail truck for, light to moderate trailing use. Like, I'm not going to destroy it. Basically, I'm not going to wreck this thing. I'm not going to drive it off any cliffs, and it's not meant for any, 40-foot tumbles kind of thing. So let me see here. I just got these 2 last screws to do. I mean, there's nothing to thread or anything like that, because, of course, we're just going into the stock plastics. Maybe one day I might actually upgrade these plastics and make them into the metal ones that you can get. Maybe not. I don't think they're really required, because it'll give some kind of give. But let's see here. I've got this last screw to finish off, and boom, that's done. Now, putting the body back on, well, it actually makes it easier with this, because now you know exactly where it's supposed to get lined up to. And again, this is where I have to make some adjustments with my stealth mount setup. So I'll just kind of stick this back into there, and I'll line that body up right like that. And there's that side, and then I'll just spin it around, and I'll make sure it's lined up with this side as well. And get it all in there, and bingo. So now my body is mounted back on. Now, I think what I'm actually going to have to do is just raise my stealth mounts up a tiny little bit, just the way I've got my setup done, which is nothing for me to do, just a matter of just extending it a little tiny bit. But you can see this body is on there. Now, that's exactly how it fits into the channel. Of course, you just line it up to make sure it's even with the front to the back, and that's how those sliders fit. Now, what you actually could do, and this is actually an alternative that I may consider, is I might chop off a little bit more of this to bring the body lower and to bring these sliders up, up towards the SmittyBilt fenders a little bit more. So that's a consideration as well. I'm going to toss around the idea, actually. Now that I think of it, that's actually a smart plan. But that's how that sits. And of course, if we look under the kit, you can see it's kind of boat-sided it a little bit, so you get more stuff that you can slide on all the way up to the edge of the chassis. And if you wanted to put something in here, you could as well. So bingo, I love it. I think that looks pretty badass. What do you guys think? So yeah, I might actually, yeah, that's actually a good plan. I might just bring that up a little bit, and then that will solve my concern with the body posts and bring the body, although it is still level with my back bumper. But that looks amazing. So guys, oh, it's such a neat part. I highly recommend it, as well as all of the other Knight Custom stuff that I have on this kit. The front SmittyBilt fenders, the rear SmittyBilt fenders. I have the roto packs, the Axial cage, the roof rack, the inner fenders for the front, the inner fenders for the back. I have that battery, let me pull this up. I have that battery relocation tray. The stuff is amazing. Please check it out. You can just go onto Google and type in Knight Customs, maybe Knight Custom Shapeways, if that might work a little bit better for you, and check out the stuff. It's wow, it's super thumbs up. So thank you guys for checking it out. Please click the like, click the subscribe, share amongst your friends and your communities for anybody else who may find a big benefit for that. And of course, what else was there? Oh, please put your comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.